Since you have had to take the lead in business applications, do you have any tips in delegating work more efficiently to subordinates who don't understand the product as well as you do? Really good note taking, really good documentation. If you have, like, whether it's you yourself or someone else's role right next to you as an assistant or whatever, someone's role, someone's main thing should be note taking and dissemination of that information in documented form, not verbal. Maybe both. Maybe say it and then also hand it off. But yeah, documentation. I think that's where a lot of businesses fail, is they don't write things down, or they don't have, like, they don't delegate the job of keeping track of shit, of information to someone. And they expect when they say something to someone that that person will remind them and remember. And maybe they remember, but they don't remind them. Maybe they remind them, but they don't remember what it is. And both are like, I don't remember what we were supposed to talk about. And, you know, all of that. Yeah, keeping record and documentation. All that administrative clerical work. That's really what, like, good managers are there for. People will be like, oh, middle management fucking sucks and they're all useless. But actually, if they're good, a lot of what they do is document things and, you know, record a lot of shit down and go and kind of make sure that the right people have that information. Yeah, writing an SOP, all of that. If you can do that, great. Then you can delegate easily. Because then when you delegate to someone and they're like, hey, I'm not sure what this means, you can be like, oh, page 5 in this manual, page 5 to 7. Look that over, do your job. If you still don't understand, then come see me, right? That's the way to do it. Perfect example. In GTA, I wrote an SOP for the farming, for how it needs to work. And what that means is, when we onboard a new farmer into our little warehouse to do farming, we show them a little document. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to show you, but if you forget anything, it's written here. It's written here. You can just check back. You don't have to call me. You just, boom, look at it. And then if someone's onboarding someone else, they don't have to be like, oh, I need her to onboard them. They can just open the book, look at the SOP, and be like, here's everything that I need to tell these people, right? That's it. It's beautiful. Yeah, knowledge-based source of truth, as they call it, right? One thing you point out that always gives you the answers you need. That's it. That's my big tip. I feel like it's not even a tip. It's like what the job should be, or what the priority should be, right? Document everything. And this goes for literally everything that you ever do. If you're a content creator and you're having a meeting with your editor, write notes. Make a little Discord channel somewhere and write notes of what you talked about. And then right next to each bullet point, if there's like an action item related to it, let's say it's like, we're going to start working on shorts. Okay, what does that entail? Sub bullet point, right? Hit tab and be like, okay, so that means we need to find an editor for it. Who's going to do that? Write the name of the person who's going to do it. Responsibility mapping, right? Map a responsible person to each responsibility. Blah, 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 blah. Just little bullet points. Just do that with everything in your damn life. Yeah, if you're a D&D DM, right? Like everything you do, you just document properly, and then you can delegate properly. If you don't document, it's really hard to delegate sometimes. And that's it. Any particular knowledge-based tool you liked using? Completely depends on what the knowledge base is about. Changes depending on the thing. I'm a fan of just using whatever tool you're most likely to check. If you want to keep documentation of something, but you're literally just like a Discord Andy, just do it in Discord channels. Just do it in Discord channels. Discord has good search features, you know? Easy. If you are like deep in tech, I mean, it just depends on like what kind of tools you already use. Whatever you're used to is what you should use, honestly. A lot of them do the same job. Oh yeah, Obsidian for note-taking? Yeah, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. When I met Bricky and we were talking about like, we were talking about how we keep our information and like everything organized. We were going over all of it. He loves Obsidian. And I like Obsidian. I don't personally use it actively. I use a mix of a few different things. But I have, for my streamer related stuff, I have a lot of different platforms that I use. And they're all good for different reasons. And I link them to each other. Was Obsidian? Look it up. It's like really, really, really good note taking. But I have Discord servers for everything. My like Scratchpad, my notepad where I just write stuff down, is literally a channel in my personal organization Discord relating to streamer stuff, right? Where I have a chat in there right up toward the top that is just called Scratchpad. When I have a thought, when I have a thing, and I'm like, I want to organize this later into the right channel, but for now I just want to vomit it out. Everything goes in there. type a thing. At the end of the day, look back at it. Sometimes I'll type it straight into the spot. It should be, or I'll do that thing on the spot. But like if I need to hold it for later, it goes there, right? I'll look at it at the end of the day. I'll look at that note. I'll break it out into a better, like more robust version of what it's supposed to be, put it in the right chat or on the right platform, and then delete it from that chat. So stuff that's left in that chat is still pending. And that is the easiest system for me for like quick note taking in between shit. Literally just a Discord channel that I go through and clear things out as they're done. That's it. And then I have Trello boards for organization of certain things. I use Airtable for like, I guess, database related stuff where I don't need like a crazy database. I use Airtable. Any numbers tracking of any kind, like any financial stuff. Obviously you can just use Excel or Google Sheets for that. And then Figma and FigJam boards for anything that I need like visuals for. And I just link them all into this Discord. And that's it. I don't know. I use a lot of different shit and I organize my stuff pretty well. But at the end of the day, a lot of these things I don't even open because I'll just do stuff on the spot. So I don't need to like, you know, why make a Trello card for a task when I'm going to do it? What do you use databases for in terms of organization? Files. So I have a lot of important files of mine stored, cloud stored in Google Drive, for example, right? So let's say I want to find one of my models. I'm using a different computer and I need my model files. Oh no, whatever, right? I will open Airtable and I have a like resources list there. And what it does is it points to the location of everything. So I can sort by like, let me filter out everything and filter by models. Let me filter by backgrounds. Let me filter by my chat box and like stream assets, right? All those things are in there. And then when I click on the line item for it, I can be like, oh, I want to find this one model. There's a link to the Google Drive folder that it's in, or the location of the file in Google Drive. And I have it like that. Now you could also just search for it in Google Drive and just have things organized in folders. But I like to do it in Airtable because some things might not be in Google Drive. They might be in other spots for various reasons, you know? So I have that as like the converging point of all those things. And that's why I might use something that's a little bit database-y, but it's more of like a special spreadsheet, not a database, I would say. but it's good. It's good. And then if I wanted to use the more database-like features of Airtable, like nesting records and all those things, that would probably be for financial stuff or for like employees or something.